Hey everybody, welcome back to Royal Tarot Readings. This is my fun channel that I do for tarot readings on the royal family. All information presented in this video is for fun and entertainment purposes only. It's fun. It's tarot. I'm just a gal with cards. Alright, so today let's continue on with our Magic Mirror tarot spread. It's been really very interesting to do the first two that I did on Harry and Meghan. Let's now go with His Majesty King Charles. Let's see how he views himself in our Tarot Magic Mirror. All right, so today I'm going to use the Ancient Whispers Tarot, beautiful deck. I know I've used this one quite a bit. It is just so wonderful. It gives me such wonderful readings. So let's see how we do today. All right, so here we go. We'll get our deck out. Hope you guys are doing well. And you know what time it is. It is time for our shuffle alert. If you don't like my shuffling, please feel free to skip ahead. You will not hurt my feelings. I just want you to enjoy the video. All right, so let's get started here. All right, so for His Majesty King Charles, how does he see himself in the Tarot Magic Mirror? How does he view himself? Uh-oh, I think I had a card flip around here. This deck likes to do that. It flips. I think I saw one that did that. No, maybe it didn't. Oh, yeah, okay. I thought it did. All right. So, how does he see himself in the magic mirror? How does he see himself in the mirror? And, let's see what flipped out here. Ooh, Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, that's about fighting, losing fights, bickering, that sort of thing. All right, and then, how does he feel that he started? When he started on this journey, how does he feel that he began? Where does he come from? How does he feel? And then how does he feel that he got to his current position, his current situation? And then what does King Charles feel that his purpose is here? There's that one that flipped around. I thought I saw that. Little stinker. Where'd it go? Okay, this isn't funny. Hold on, I know I saw it. There it is. Five of Pentacles. Okay. All right, so what does he feel that his purpose is here? What is his purpose? High Priestess. Ooh, manifestation. All right, and then what does he feel that his goal is? What does King Charles feel that his goal is right now? What's his goal? And then from the universe position, from the view of the universe, what is the lowest point that he has ever reached in his life, or will ever reach if he hasn't reached that yet? What's the lowest point he will ever reach in his life? And what's the highest point that he will ever reach in his life? For His Majesty King Charles, from the view of the universe on those last two. All right, let's see what we get for King Charles. I haven't used this deck for a while, so I gotta wait for it to warm up here. See if we can get any action out of it. Alright, let's see what we get here for His Majesty King Charles in the Tarot Magic Mirror. How does he view himself? Where does he think he comes from? How does he think he got here? What does he feel his purpose is? What is his goal right now? And from the perspective of the universe, there we go. Goodness, it took a while. What's the lowest point that he has or will ever reach? And what's the highest point that he will ever reach? All right, I think these cards are ready. We're going to go with this one. All right. Let's go ahead and get started here. All right, this is how King Charles views himself. Where he started, how he got here. What's his purpose? What's his goal? The lowest point ever reached and the highest point ever reached. All right, underlying energy. Are you kidding me? The devil? Well, it can represent Cancer. All right, so we have the devil. Oh my God, and the Emperor. And the Three of Cups. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right, so the devil can represent dark energy, addiction. It also represents, in a health viewpoint, it represents Cancer as well. And then the Emperor, that's the King in reverse, and this is the King not feeling very well, not feeling his best, feeling like it can be very angry as well, very disillusioned, very upset. And Three of Cups in reverse. Upright, the Three of Cups is a collaboration with three people. It's usually three friends. And in reverse, now these three people are in disagreement, or the person in this respect, King Charles, feels very alone. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right, let's get started. All right, so for King Majesty, for His Majesty King Charles, how does he view himself? The Ace of Pentacles. All right, so this is a new beginning. A new beginning. It's also an offering. Does he see himself as an offering? He's offering himself as a sacrifice? This can be about a new financial opportunity. It also is an offering. It can be a sacrifice. With Cancer, he feels like that he has sacrificed himself for the crown, and he has very reluctantly accepted this role. And now he feels alone. The two people that he's always worked with, and we'll see who that is. I suspect who it is, but oh goodness. Okay, so he feels like this Cancer he has sacrificed himself for the good of the crown, the good of the monarchy. Oh my goodness, he sees himself as a sacrifice. Okay, I got goosebumps. I did not expect that. All right, so where does he feel that he started? In the beginning, how does he view that? The Hierophant, the crown. He began with the crown. He knew from the very, very earliest age. Well, he was 4 when his mother took the throne. So he always knew that this was his destiny, even as a small child, and that he was going to be a sacrifice to the crown. He would sacrifice his life for the crown. I can't tell you the goosebumps I have right now, guys. Okay. All right, and how did he get here? How does he feel that he got here? 5 of Pentacles. All right, so the 5 of Pentacles is usually being cast out. You're on the outside with no chance of coming back in. He always felt like he was on the outside because he spent his whole life in waiting. His mother was the queen, and he knew it was his destiny to take the crown. But how did he get here? He waited on the outside his whole life to get here. Always just on the outside. Wow. That's how he got here, in waiting. Oh my goodness. All right, what's his purpose? What does he feel like his purpose is? The 7 of Pentacles. He feels like he has put a lot of work in, and he was always waiting for the return on that investment, which he got. His purpose was to wait for that return on investment. All right, I'm not even using my underlying energy because we know exactly what this is. All right, so if we go back here, how did he start? He started as a very young boy, knowing that he would eventually take the crown, and that he, I think, did not realize that he was going to wait so long. And he was always in collaboration, even though his mother taught him and his father was there. I think he always felt like he was going to be alone in his quest for the crown. And then how he got here, he was always just on the outside waiting. This all goes back to his life was sacrificed for the crown. I think this underlying energy is talking about his current situation now. But for his purpose was always to wait for that return on investment. He worked hard to prepare for it, which he did, and his return on investment he had to wait so long for. What's his goal now? What's his goal now that he is king? Justice. His goal is to make sure that the scales are balanced. Nothing is going to be out of sorts. He is making sure that everything is taken care of. I'm getting such goosebumps. He knows that he is a king on the decline because he has Cancer. And he's having to do it alone. Even though he has everyone to talk to, everyone to confide in, he is the final authority. He's the final decision on what is going to happen. And he's making sure his goal is to balance the scales. He's going to make sure that things end up as they're supposed to, and it's not going to be tipped one way or the other. Justice will be served. There will be no injustice by the time he's done. That's his goal. What's the lowest point of his life? The Eight of Wands. This is very fast-moving energy. Travel. The lowest point was he did things too fast. He jumped to conclusions. He thought that he would always be able to resist and ward off any temptation, anything that would harm his position as the king, and he was wrong. Because what are we talking about? There are 3 people in this marriage. His lowest point was he moved too fast when he was married to Diana, and he let his temptation get the better of him. He was too rash. He was too harsh with her. He did not realize the demons that she had within herself, and it undermined him. It did not prepare him correctly to be king. Although he was eventually able to overcome it, he had to do it on his own. Oh my. He moved too fast in some respects. That was the low point for him. And the highest point that he will ever reach? The Two of Cups. Oh my goodness. This wonderful love relationship that he has with Camilla. The high point for him. Ugh, makes me want to cry. Sorry. Okay, I composed myself. Sorry. I'm such an empath. Ugh. Okay. His highest point was he finally realized the love of his life. He finally reached it. He finally got there, and that made him so happy. You know, the Eight of Wands here also, while I was taking a quick little break there, this also is not only fast-moving energy, it's also jealousy, quarrels, internal dispute, stinging of your conscience. His low point was when he had his, when everything disintegrated with Diana. That was his low point, because he could have handled that better, and he knows it, and it has tormented him at will for the rest of his life. He has continued guilt about that. But his high point was finally realizing the love of his life and getting there. And they were meant for each other. He and Camilla were just meant for each other. And they're going to get through. They're getting through this cancer that he has together, even though it's in the waning moments of his life. And he felt like he had to get through it without consulting any friends. And he had to. He had to get through it alone. He had to find the right way to do it, and he finally did. All right. Let's do a wrap-up. All right, so for King Charles, how does he see himself? He sees himself as a sacrifice for the crown. He always knew that his life would be nothing but service, and that's what he's done. He waited. He had to wait a long time. And when he finally did become king, the cancer got him, and he had to always resist the temptations, the jealousy, the feeling of I'm on the outside, and but he knew that his life was a sacrifice for service to the people. And then where did he start? He started with the crown. That's where he'll end up. But he knew from the very earliest moments of his life that he was destined for the crown. And then how did he get here? He had to wait. He had to wait on the outside, just on the outside looking in. But that was okay with him. He had no choice. And then what's his purpose? His purpose in life was to work very hard and wait for that return on investment. Wait for his time to become king. What's his goal now? His goal now is to make sure justice is served. No one's going to get away with anything. We may not see things that are happening behind the scenes, but there are things happening behind the scenes. He is making sure that the playing field is leveled. It's balanced. And justice will be served. We may not see how he's doing that, but he is doing it. And what was his lowest point? His lowest point was when he and Diana, their marriage disintegrated, and there was nothing but jealousy and quarrels, disputes, and this feeling of guilt, this wearing of his conscience, because he knew the things that he was doing was wrong, but by the time it was all over, there was nothing more to be done. And then what is the highest point of his life? His love relationship with Camilla. They finally got there because they were destined to. Ugh. All right, there's your reading. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like and share. And if you're a subscriber, why, thank you so much. I have so many new subscribers. Oh, my goodness. You know what? I forgot the Devil's Swear Jar. I got so into this reading. Okay, before I wrap up here, if you're new to my channel, the Devil's Swear Jar is here. And we can thank Lord Famous Fortunes for creating the idea of the Devil's Swear Jar. He has approved it for me to have it. And what I do is that when the devil shows up in these royal readings, I add $1 to the Devil's Swear Jar. And this money will be donated at the end of June. And you, my viewers and subscribers, will vote on where this money is going to be donated. It will go to a charity in the UK. Please check out my community tab and vote for the charity that you would like to have the money in the Devil's Swear Jar. All right, let's get back to thanking my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe so you don't miss any readings like this. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you won't miss another reading. Thanks so much, everybody. Hope you have a great rest of the day. We'll see you again soon on Royal Tarot Readings. Bye-bye, everybody.